Have you ever turned your computer on, gone to grab a coffee, and by the time you get back, it's still not fully booted up yet? Or does the progress bar in your file explorer often say disk low? We've all been there at some point, and today we're looking at how to fix the issue. You see, when your hard drive hits its limit, it feels like your entire workflow just hit a brick wall. The most common solution you'll find online or from your family and friends is to buy a new drive, which, let's face it, can be a complete nightmare. Sure, you can hit order now and buy one, but you also need to reinstall Windows from scratch, go on a scavenger hunt for all your license keys, and spend hours of your time just to get your settings back to the way they were, which can be a real hassle. But what if you could fix the problem without having to do any of that? What if you could just teleport all your apps, your software, and your files onto a larger and faster drive with just a few clicks? Sounds amazing, doesn't it? Well, that's exactly what we're going to cover today. In this video, we'll show you how you can clone your existing hard drive in Windows 10 or 11 by doing a complete system migration. By the time this video ends, you'll be able to create a perfect one-to-one mirror of your current setup, so you can swap in your new SSD and boot up your computer as if nothing ever changed. Except of course for all that extra speed and the space you'll have. Before we begin though, make sure you like this video and hit that bell icon for more videos just like this. Alright, so before getting into what it is you need to do to clone your hard drive, let's first look at why doing that is necessary instead of just getting a new one. The two main factors are speed and capacity. What this basically means is that if you're still running your old operating system on a mechanical hard disk drive, your PC is going to be gasping for air. If that's the case, moving that entire environment to a modern SATA SSD or a lightning fast NVMe drive is the single most impactful upgrade you can give to your computer. To understand such an upgrade, you need to know what a mirror concept is. Think of it as a standard file transfer, like moving houses by packing individual boxes. If you continue like that, it's almost certain you'll end up losing a sock or breaking something. With cloning, however, it's more like moving your entire house to a new foundation. So to keep it simple, cloning doesn't transfer individual files, it replicates the entire drive. This replica includes everything: your partitions, registry keys, wallpapers, those Remember Me logins, and more. And what this means is that you don't have to spend hours hunting for things like your Microsoft Office product key, you don't have to reconfigure your custom Photoshop brushes, or do anything of a similar nature. Think of it like this: the new drive is literally the same as the old one, but with more room to breathe. You can also think of cloning as the ultimate safety net, meaning that if you're about to perform a major Windows update or migration, having a physical clone is much better than a cloud backup. If the update fails, all you have to do is plug in your old drive, boot it up, and that's it. You're back to exactly where you started from. With that knowledge, you're now ready to proceed to the next step, and that is to get yourself ready to clone. While the process itself might seem simple enough to just execute, there are a few steps you need to follow before you get started. To make sure you're ready to clone your drive, here's what you need to do. To secure your connection, you'll need a SATA to USB adapter for standard SSDs, or an M.2 NVMe enclosure to connect your new drive to your computer. Once you have that connection set up, you need to delete your temporary files and junk data. This ensures that you're only backing up what's needed and helps make the process much faster. When it comes to disk partitioning and drive cloning, it's a good idea to create a separate backup of your important documents just in case. Once you've done all of the above, you need to make sure your drive has sufficient unallocated space to hold your data. And that's it. If you pass all those readiness checks, you can now start planning how to clone your data. Now that you know how to prepare your data for cloning, you need to decide which cloning method you're going to use. For this, you need to understand that each method is linked to a specific goal, and that's what dictates which one you should use. These are the main three methods and what they're used for. First up is disk clone. This method mirrors your entire drive, including the operating system, hidden recovery partitions, and all your files. This is the best choice for a total hardware upgrade. Next up is Partition Clone, and this one allows you to move specific segments, and it's ideal if you only want to migrate your operating system while leaving other data behind. And finally, there's sector by sector. This is a complete copy of every single gap on the drive, and it can be slow, but it's the best option to use if you're recovering data from a failing list. Once you have decided on the strategy you want to use, you're ready to start the cloning process. For this, you can rely on Recoverit by Wondershare, a simple, lightweight, and innovative software that you can use to replicate your data or get it back in just a few clicks. Once you have downloaded and installed the software, open it to get started. First, click on Partition Management and find System Migration. Recoverit will automatically identify the current system disk, so you don't need to manually select the system partition. Now, select the larger target SSD and click Next. You will receive a prompt warning that the data on the target disk will be overwritten. Make sure to back up all your important data on the target disk, since this action cannot be undone. Once everything is okay, click Confirm to start the migration. Now just wait for the cloning process to complete. When the process is complete, you can check if the system has been migrated successfully, and if so, you can restart the system. Rest assured that if any factors prevent the migration, the data on both the source and the target systems will remain unchanged. Once the process is complete, you need to verify the clone and finalize the swap. For this, start by opening Disk Management in Windows to ensure the new drive's partitions match your original exactly. Briefly browse your folders to ensure your apps and system files are mirrored and accessible. Power down and physically install your new drive, then restart and enter your BIOS or UEFI menu to set the new drive as the primary boot priority. Then you can log into Windows on your new hardware to experience the speed boost. And once you've confirmed the system is stable, you can always format your old drive to use as extra storage. And that's it. Upgrading your storage shouldn't mean losing your digital life. You can now skip the headache of having to reinstall Windows and can now keep all of your data and workflows intact. Have fun with all that extra speed and space, and if this guide has helped you, remember to like this video and subscribe for more.